Okay, so hello Sag. Welcome to your reading for July 2018. As you can see there, you've got a nice lady stroking, taming lion as your first card. So we're going to jump right into it. Your first card, Sag, is the strength card. So I don't know, whatever it is you may be thinking of starting this month, or if there's some kind of challenge or obstacles that may come up for you this month, this card is basically, and the cosmos is offering you the strength to be successful and overcome all that will get in your way. Now, as you can see here, this woman's being gentle. She's not being brash. She's not being harsh. She's being loving, and she's taking everything in her stride, and she's taming the beast, so to speak. So let's keep on going. You have all the love and patience and the gentleness inside of you to overcome the dragons and lions this month, but do not resort to like power tactics or stuff. You don't have to do that. Do you know what I mean? Hate and power tactics and stuff just are not gonna, you don't even need to use those kind of tactics this month. You need to use your innate wisdom to overcome the struggles and take on new projects, rather than, some of you may need to take on something new, rather than flog a dead horse, and some of you will need to use this power to overcome any struggles in what you're already working on. Use honey this month, Sag, instead of snake oil in all your in all the dealings all the dealings that you do, okay? Because Neptune, which this card is astrologically connected to Neptune, is going to be quintiling Saturn on the 20th of July this month. So this energy, this astrological energy, is going to really help you intuitively understand the issues of the subconscious, especially your own emotions and anything else that may have been holding you back for years. Because some of you, you are going to be sort of especially emotions that you have been sort of like holding back for years, you're going to be able to kind of overcome them. This is going to enable you to see things from other points of view and not just your own, because some of you may have been just so far this year seeing things from your own point of view. So you're getting the kind of warning here to use a different approach, to use the calm approach, okay? And for some of you, this card can just indicate that you're going to be drawn to like researching other cultures and maybe religions and stuff that are different from the ones that you were born into, sort of thing. It's sort of like you're going to be intrigued by the unknown kind of thing. You're going to want to not be so fiery. You're going to want to be a bit more chilled out this month. Also, some of you may have actually had like some kind of recent split, or some kind of breakup or something, but you're going to reconcile. A reunion is possible, so it's kind of good news for you, Sag. It's quite a happy reading, this one, actually. So you may have to forgive someone that you did turn your back on. You may have left something. Some of you may actually be leaving, but for those of you that have left something, forgiveness may need to be given, but give it, and weigh up all the pros and cons, and never accept anyone that disrespects you. But I'm just getting the feeling that some of you may be walking away from something that you should actually stick with. if there's any, you know, abuse or anything, definitely keep on walking away from it. But if, you know, it's just a little miscommunication, you know, nothing that serious, then just all you have to do in this situation is set your boundaries and let them know what you want, and try and move forward in the, you know, the relationship or friendship or whatever the situation is. Make the people involved aware of your emotions and your boundaries. They may not have been aware before, you know what I mean, but you can make it clear now, and make sure you ask them what their boundaries are, because, you know, it's a two-way stream. So, you know, this month you may be offered a chance for some kind of reconciliation, so, you know, weigh the options, don't just turn it down, you know, straight away, you know. So yeah, just try and like overcome your fears, you know, just try and, you know, hear the person out. Like I said, speak your own mind, because sometimes in life we don't speak our own minds, and this is how, you know, things kind of just go further and further down the road than what they need to. Like sometimes we ruin good, you know, connections and relationships that we, you know, we could hold on to. And for some of you also, if you want success and stuff this month, you have to, you know, organise your life to get what you want. You know, if you want security, organise your life to get security. If you want rewards and joys, you know, organise your life to bring in the joys and stuff that you seek this month, you know, because you are you know, receiving this energy from the unseen, you know, this strength from the unseen, you know, forces. So, you know, you should definitely use that, you know. And as I said, some of you are moving on from this difficult cycle, you know, period of I don't know, some of you it's to do with relationships, but some of you, yeah, I'm picking up it's to do with like some kind of restraint you've been feeling with your finances. And some of you, you know, a Capricorn or liberal energy's been involved in, either directly, like it's your partner, or I don't know, left you in debt, or some of you may be dealing with a court case or something like that. But if you are moving on, and if, again, earlier I said, if there's like any form of abuse or anything like that, you should always leave anyway. But just make sure you get all the details. Do not get like leap before you got all the details and stuff, you know, because peace and harmony will come in the future. And so yeah, for some of you, definitely you are leaving, but peace and harmony will come after, you know, after the leaving of this, although it may be difficult. But like I said, you have got the strength here to overcome any challenges that you may be experiencing this month. Obviously this is just a general reading, and I have to see your natal chart and everything else to, you know, get it specifically for you guys. But, you know, for personally, but this is the energy, so to speak, that you guys have got in your spread for you know, for you guys to use this month to empower you. Set your sights on the future now. Like, look at the woman or the person, because we don't even know. Some of you may be actually taking the family. That's why, you know, you may have to think and set out, you know, see the bigger picture and the finer details before you totally, you know, go for it. You know, like I said, don't be harsh in the situation. Don't just do like a moonlight flick if you don't have to. Just speak your mind, say what you have to say your speech, your piece and your speech, and, you know, just try and leave things amicably, okay? Because, you know, the Ace of Cups here is promising you, you know, better rejuvenation, happiness. So, you know, just think of better things and brighter things now, and don't dwell in the past, okay? Because slow and steady steps will lead you to your healing, okay? And going back to this card, actually, some of you may be actually leaving like a difficult work situation, you know, or you may experience some kind of, you know, petty office dispute or politics or something on that kind of vibration as well. So just watch for that and try not to get involved in, you know, the kind of rigmarole of it all. And like some of you may also be going abroad. That's also you know, another reading of this card. So yes, you know, for some of you, you're leaving a relationship. For some of you, you're leaving the restraints of finances. Better's coming for you. And for some of you, it's just as simple that you're taking a long trip away in your home country, or you're going abroad. Okay, but some of you are definitely walking into, you know, a new beginning and a new chapter in your life. And for some of you, it's a new beginning in an old relationship or friendship, but it's coming with joy this time. You know, it's coming with the blessing, the new start, whatever it is, you know, being given the universal go ahead. Sorry. Some of you will, you know, another indication of this card is that some of you may, you know, gain some new spiritual insight, you know, into stuff. It's also backed up because this is a very spiritual, 8 is a mystical number anyway. And yeah, so some of you may move home. Okay, for some of you, you're just going to simply be making home improvements. But whatever the change is, it's going to affect the home life, but it is going to be for the best. Not only for you, which I love about this, but it's for everyone involved. Like, attend to the small details, because the universe is going to, you know, take care of the big ones. They'll work out for themselves. But love is definitely in the air this month for you guys, Sagittarius. So it's excitement times, yeah. So yeah guys, progress is being offered this month on all levels. Okay, whatever you've been working on, you will get recognition. Some of you, it will be in your career. Others, it's going to be, you know, with a relationship. But make sure that whatever it is, you back up your words with actions. Or, you know, if you are going to let that old person back into your life, make sure you know their boundaries, they know yours, and you know they're going to back up their words with actions. Some of you may also be hearing words from others as well that you've been wanting to hear for a long time. So, you know, watch out for that. And Jupiter's going to go direct after the 10th of July. Jupiter's going direct on the 10th of July, so around that time, you know, some of you may start receiving, you know, like a gift or some kind of winnings or something like that, you know. For the people that have been experiencing financial struggles, you know, it's an indicator that, you know, your blessings are coming. And also backed up by this card here, you know, beautiful, look at that. In the water, everything's flowing abundantly, you know, water on their head, you know, lots of abundance, you know, rainbow, everything's flowing, a lot of positivity in this card. So yeah, it just confirms that this is going to be a time of happiness. Things are going to take a better twist in fortunes for some of you. You're going to experience, you know, the times of like deep fulfillment this month. And you know, some of you really, going back to the earlier cards of the spirituality in these cards, are really going to be like radiating some kind of divine power, you know. And you just need to make sure, you know, to keep that going, that energy, that buzz, that surge of power that's being offered to you here. You just got to make sure that you remain grateful for your blessings this month, Sagittarius, okay? Because yeah, some of you are really going to feel a deep connection of love. Now this can just be, like I said, in the spiritual matter. For some of you, in, you know, for some of you it is going to be a connection with someone else. For some of you who are moving on from, you know, are walking away, try and keep decorum about you. Try and keep in your higher energy. Try not to, you know, let yourself get, you know, taken away into the bitterness of the situation. Sometimes we just have to let go, you know, just stay open to the power of the love force, and all will be good, okay? And just enjoy the experiences of joy and the happiness while they are there, because, you know, they can be fleeting and that, you know. Sometimes even in the painful situations where we have to let go, there's no need to be bitter or nasty about it. We can still use, you know, honey instead of milk, even though it may be some kind of difficult situation going on, you know, or someone may be trying to get you to raise to the occasion in so far as trying to, you know, make you lose your cool and that. Just try and use the strength, because, you know, I think the biggest strength is, you know, being able to do something but not doing it. You know, it's someone's nasty to you, you can you know, retaliate with them, but then you can just be like, you know what, I'm just going to walk away from this because it's just not worth your time, it's not worth your energies when you're being offered such beautiful energies this month as well. Yeah, it can be hard to do because sometimes us humans, we just get used to suffering, don't we? And we push our blessings away because it's hard to believe, even though, you know, you've probably watched loads of these videos and, you know, you're into tarot and other spiritual things. You may still just think, you know, I don't really believe this is real, how can this really apply to me, and all the rest of it. But, you know, the power of the unknown is the belief. The belief comes in the faith, but just not blind faith. You've got to take practical action, and if you do take the practical action this month, it's been promised, you know, the strength is there for you to get over any kind of barriers this month. So resist, you know, jumping the gun this month, and, you know, reject any kind of tactic playing or manipulation with any of you that are, you know, experience something at work or in a relationship or anything like that. And just get ready to you know, receive the influx of healing and abundance energy that's being directed your way this month, Sagittarius. Okay, as I said, it may be hard to overcome feelings of loss and anger and fear this month, but if you can, you know, stay in tune with your inner child and your innocence this month, and remain open to, you know, the words that is, you know, someone from your past may say. And like I said, if they've hurt you and disrespected you, walk away. But if you can, you know, solve it, it can, because it'd be happy for, you know, everyone involved, especially if there's kids involved as well. But don't just stay just because there's kids involved. Stay because they're actually going to make a change and stuff. You know, don't just stay because they're giving you a bit of lip service and then next week they're going to be up to their old tricks. You just leave if that's the case, you know. If that's what it's been like, you know, leave. Just even to give them a sock, even if you are going to go back, you know. Sometimes people need to get that sharp sock to get them to behave. I don't know why they don't listen, but us, you know, us humans can be so hard of hearing. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, I'm going off on a tangent there, but, you know, it's up to you this month. You can really choose a living paradise or a living hell, and I would choose the paradise if I was you, because it's been offered and supported by higher forces. So, you know, just go with the flow and don't cling. You know, there's enough being offered. Discard, you know, discard feelings of lack and just let the love take over. And you know, as Kelly Rowland sings, when love takes over, let the love take over. So yeah, let's go on to this card, the Air of Air. So yeah, it's just another it's another confirmation really that, you know, the divine coincidence, if you can call all this, you know, these cards of divine intervention. I mean, you've even got the High Priestess here as well, you know. So powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. So be at peace. So you've got, you know, you've got real beautiful cards here. So as long as you remain in your integrity this month, you know, and work with nature and the intelligence that comes from, like, you know, working with nature. If you allow the energy to take over and stop the, you know, the constant thoughts of worry, and just slow down a bit, you know, you will allow higher inspiration to come down and, you know, move you to a new level of consciousness, move you to the new, you know, to transform the relationship that's just been, you know, victim to, you know, miscommunication problems, because some of you, you know, this is just this situation that you're thinking of walking away. Like some of you, like I said, you definitely need to leave, but some of you, you're thinking about leaving and it's not really the right decision, you know. It's just a miscommunication kind of. So just the only way you're gonna know what's the right decision for you this month is just to trust your hunches and your intuitions that come through. So the key for you this month, if you feel good, then you just trust that you're on the right path. If you feel bad, then you're just not on the right path, you know. Just get to the truth of how you feel about it. Tell the person what you want, ask them what they want, and make sure that if you're going to make, you know, a new commitment, make sure you're making it with clarity. You have got the clarity card here, so, you know, make sure that you'll make a decision from a place of inner calm and balance, and then you will be acting, you know, decisively. If you're feeling all over the place, and you know, then, you know, that's not the way to go, you know, because you just have to rest assured that the problems will resolve, because you have got the strength, strength of a lion. You know, strength to tame a lion this month. So, you know, use it, use it. That's all I can say. You know, because again, like for some of you, it can be marriage. You know, this is another interpretation of this card. You know, someone, you know, you've been with a while and they're just gonna offer you this commitment, like kind of out of the blue. This is gonna, you know, take some of you really, really by surprise. You know, for some of you, it's going to be like an Aries, Scorpio kind of intense person, you know, and equally as fiery of yourself. I think that's why you've been having these communication problems. But, you know, remember, it's always better to bend a little than to break, you know, sort of thing. So again, in this trip, because some of you are just taking a trip abroad, that's what that means. Some of you may get romance on this trip, you know. For some of you, that's what it is, you know. You may feel that it's not possible right now. Some of you may be down in the dumps. You may be like, oh, what's he going on about, you know. But the best surprises in, you know, life do actually, you know, come out of the woodwork, don't they? Out of the blue. So, you know, never say never. Creative vision is being offered, so just make sure that you act with integrity at all times this month, Sag, and, you know, happiness will definitely be coming to you. Stick to your guns, but allow others to stick to their guns as well. Compromise, you know. It's a time where honey wins the day, not oil, you know. Just stop struggling with yourself and try and work in harmony with the others, and everything will work out fine, you know, because at the end of the day, we're all humans. We all get defences at times. We all make mistakes, you know. It's just that, I don't know, like, it's just best not to get involved with, like, you know, any forms of deceit or manipulation this month, you know. Just, like, stay in tune with how you really feel. Stay in touch with your own integrity, you know, being sincere in all that you do this month. Be brave, you know, the strength is there, you know. Let the innocence of your heart, you know, melt you, and just let let yourself fade away and accept yourself as you are. And this is how you teach others, essentially, to accept you for who you are. If you just, you know, just be you. And then that's how feelings of competitiveness with others, because some of you may feel like you're competing with your partner, or, you know, you don't need none of that. And, you know, relationships meant to be our point where we you know, feel love and stuff. But the thing why we don't is because most of our relationships, individual relationships with our own selves, is terrible. We are so horrible to ourselves as human beings. That's why we can be horrible to others. So, you know, just try and be a bit more self-caring this month, a bit more, you know, less fiery, a little bit more feeling, a little bit more, you know, because, you know, this a little bit more watery. As we know, Sag is the sign of freedom. So, you know, Sag, if you want freedom this month, then across the screen you should have seen some other information, because I like to throw in some astrological aspects as well. The moon's going to be in Sag for 2 days in the month, so take this time to really nurture yourself, you know, get clear on what you want, to really listen to your feelings on this situation. I'm going to pull across the screen, you know, the 2 days that they are for you. So, you know, start living from your heart, you know, get clear in your feeling, let go of the fear of not, you know, being or having enough of that, because all these cards are showing that the energies are there. It's just all about you getting clear, you know, keeping in your integrity and walking on towards your fulfillment, really. Some of you are leaving, like I said, leaving a relationship, thinking about leaving. If there's abuse or anything like that, leave. If it's just a point of miscommunication, then get counselling, or, you know, try and get some help to help you guys, you know, move forward, you know, because things are going to come suddenly out the blue for some of you, you know, on this holiday trip, or, you know, what you are going to be going on. So, you know, you just sometimes have to go with the flow with life. You can't plan everything, Sag, and sometimes you guys like to do that. So the best you can do this month is just prepare yourself to be ready for whatever, you know, and to learn to know, understand yourself better and improve on yourself, and, you know, stop being your own biggest bully, get out your own way. I think this is the message, because you're being aided and helped so much, and, you know, the only way for you to get through this month, I feel, is just to follow your heart, you know, and trust what feels right for you, because, you know, they want you to change your life. They want you, you know, to break free from change. They want you to, you know, not procrastinate, to actually make a choice, because maybe you, Sag, are the ones holding this relationship up. Maybe I've been reading this all wrong. Maybe, you know, you're saying to someone no when it's really a yes, because you're wanting to, you know, prove your point or stick to, you want your freedom, and you're thinking, oh, I don't want to settle down, because, you know, you Sagittarius sometimes like to be, you know, foot free and fancy free. So, you know, but you know, you can still be with someone and be free. For some of you, like I said, you will be breaking away from this relationship, and better it's coming. So, you know, go ahead and do that. For you guys that are breaking away, you know, embrace the opportunity that this change is going to bring to you, you know. Another confirmation, when, you know, for those of you who have been going through the financial restraints and stuff, that, you know, prosperity is coming. For some of you, you know, it's going to be a longer process. You need to plan wisely, and take time, you know, to take the next step, like I've been saying, you know, and things are going to turn out as expected. So if you expect the best is going to happen. So just, you know, proper fill your boots, because love and blessings are coming. Harmonious relationships with family members, happy ever after. So, you know, going back to this 10 of Cups, like I was saying with the marriage situation, or some of you are thinking about creating a family with someone, or should, you know, two families merging together or something like that. But, you know, blessings is coming. That is what's being offered to you. So I leave you with this reading, Sagittarius, and I hope you've got some value from it, and thank you ever so much. Okay, thank you.